One of the biggest Protestant groups in the country now reevaluating its future tonight. We're talking about the United Methodist Church, with leaders from around the world set to meet for the first time in nearly a decade tomorrow. This is a landmark moment for the church, and it comes after about a quarter of churches in the United States left the denomination over the course of the last few years because of disagreements about modernization, essentially. Right now, the United Methodist Church bans same-sex marriage and openly LGBTQ clergy, which has some members divided.
As Methodists, I was raised as a Methodist to believe that we all have a place at the table. Now, if you want to deny me my place at the table, then that's when we get into problems, and it begins to be problematic. We have got to contextualize how we do church so that the church can meet the needs, not just of us here in the United States, but of Methodists around the world.
I want to bring in Maura Barrett for more. She's been reporting this out. Talk us through it here, Maura.
Hallie, it's really difficult because you're seeing in real time the way that the church is splintering in response to social and political issues. And at the heart of it that they're talking about at this conference tomorrow is the fact that the church as a whole is shrinking intensely. That 25% that have left equals a little bit more than 7,000 churches just in the U.S. And therefore, that means that the budgets are decreasing a lot and they're not having enough space to pay and hire bishops, reverends, pastors. You look at the numbers, the way that that's dropping. That's issue number one for the church as a whole, and that's what they're going to be talking about. But then when you get to the heart of the issues that they're fighting about, there's the question of, do we accept LGBTQ congregants and clergy because we need this extra help building up the church? That's what you heard from Reverend Kimberly Scott there. She is a queer Black pastor who talks about being a minority in this church, but that it's a place where she's needed to feel accepted and wants to be part of the transformation and the change. Now, on the other hand, I also spoke with Pastor Glenn Hayward, also in California. His church is at odds over the inclusion of LGBTQ people in the church. They want to read a more conservative reading of the Bible and split off, but the church has made it hard to disaffiliate again in the financially. And I want you to hear a little bit from him on the fact that this splintering is very reminiscent of what they've seen in the church in the past, actually back around the time of the Civil War.
The mainline denominations all split before the North and South split and became a war. I hope that doesn't happen now, but it certainly is reflective of the cultural splits and the polarization in our culture between liberal and conservative.
So, Hallie, his church is trying to disaffiliate and go into the more conservative Global Methodist Church, which is a newer sect. But again, it really just reflects how the social political issues that we talk about day to day that are polarizing in the U.S. are trickling down into people's religions, too, Hallie.
And the United Methodist Church is huge. I mean, we've talked about this, right? It's not just an American church. It's got people around the world who are participants.
Exactly. If you look at the numbers breakdown, there's about 12 million people across the world. Half are in the U.S., but the other half are international. That's Africa, the Philippines, other Eastern Asian countries that are more conservative. And so the big conversation they're going to be having at this conference tomorrow, that starts tomorrow and spans about 2 weeks, is how do you square the way that the U.S. is leaning more progressive, for example, but then these other countries are more conservative and they want to be able to have a home under this larger umbrella that is the church. And so it's a very fine line, a very hard needle to thread when they're answering these questions when this conference starts tomorrow, Hallie.
Maura Barrett, keeping an eye on all of it. Maura, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.